There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude, until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there. Let's take a look.
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same fate, ever.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see. What do you think would happen if we fell in?
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
Come to think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying. Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our respect.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something. So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Renaissance using the Sovereign and Maiden's power. But just how do we do that exactly?
I'm guessing it won't be as easy as holding a spirit channeling ceremony at our leisure.
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength, it's that it's sentient too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit back and let us destroy it.
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance. The Great Spirit, that is.
Back when Shion's thorns flew out of control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host, they should be even more corporeal here.
If that's the case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough energy away from the spirit's core, even temporarily,
We might just be able to weaken it enough to steal the Renaissance, which we can then use to seal it away forever. It won't be easy, but it's our only shot. Time to buckle up. Question for you. Let's say, knock on wood, everything turns out for the best.
What'll the world be like? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
What do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renin rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renins, Danans, Astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate people.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different as someone having a musical talent or being good with their hands. Not differences so much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time, people will follow. And then, perhaps one day...
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else? We can show them ourselves.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
I wonder what Helganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No, I mean... Wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renins inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renins to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, while I've got you, what's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hoodle.
Ah! What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hoodle.
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell? You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zoogles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain in this world, it's that wherever we go, we'll always end up bumping into them.
Isn't it weird that they're still so plentiful? You don't think the Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be reproducing on their own.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's difficult to fully exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a little harsh?
What do you mean?
Zoogles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their fault.
You're right. Zoogles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
First, people made Zoogles, and then we let them go. And now we're trying to kill them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had distinct territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zoogles aren't so different after all.
Helganquil!
Guess they don't need their Red Woman disguises anymore.
Wait, can you understand us?
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really are being controlled. In that case, we've got no choice.
I knew there was something off here!
They're not pulling punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
Now or never. Crush! Eternal devastation! Burn in hell on the ground! Dragon swarm! Elusive fleeing! Dragon
No
swarm!
further!
Burning strike! Charge malevolent!
Crush!
Radiant blow! Here!
Eternal chaos!
Heal my
Dragon swarm!
I'm nearly done for.
Dragon swarm!
Do it!
Law! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Oh, violent
My
darting
turn.
wind! Carve down
Soda.
the wall! Arnex, they're coming through!
Dragon
Glacial
swarm!
spear!
I'm
Here's
ready!
the evil.
Astral in an instant! Impact claw! We work well together.
Like a finely
Glacial
timed
spear!
waltz.
Here's the evil!
We did it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't good.
I'm ready!
No! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Alphen,
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Danan slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land remaining.
It's incredible. Do you think it stretches all the way down to the center of the planet?
Hey, these guys built Lenegis, remember? They probably did this in a weekend.
If they had the power to create things like this, Did they really only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit? Or rather, was that the only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for? We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In tragedy's aftermath, hope is all we have.
Just look at the size of that thing. The Helganquil's technology certainly is impressive. And they don't seem to do things by halves either. In the past 300 years. Oh, even before that. Just how many people, Renan or Danon, do you think have ever seen this?
Regarding the past 3 centuries at least, I'd say there's a good chance that we're the first. Also, while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
Dragon Swarm!
Elusive deity! I shall ensure you survive this.
Dragon Swarm!
I'll face you.
Dance, Immortal Goblin!
Eternal Damnation!
Darkness.
Vanish without
Dragon
a
Swarm!
Negative gate.
Tidal Wave!
Damn it.
Dance in
Too
the
fast!
wind!
Stand back.
Air thrust!
I'll trip it up.
A whirling struggle!
Dragon Swarm!
Do it, winds of heaven! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you! Laser Spear! Pierce evil!
Eternal Devastation! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Beckon into everlasting.
Dragon Swarm!
Negative gate.
Eternal Devastation!
Raging Storm! Celestial Hammer! Healing
Dragon
Circle!
Swarm!
Awaken and wreak havoc.
Eternal Devastation!
Crush! Free Blaster! Dance in the wind! In here!
Dragon Swarm!
More from the stockpile!
Do it! Kisara!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the Helganquil. Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Danons?
I'd say it's likely. Which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Danons. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Danons too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Xion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made. Free will is what saved us, right?
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
What the? Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
Dragon swarm! Damn it!
Your wings won't save you from me.
Dragon! We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Finally timed lost.
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Take it!
More Zookles?
Keep calm and take this!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
All the
Now!
way coming!
Soda!
Flame! Vanish without a trace!
Tear! Hurricane Thrust!
Maelstrom!
Dragon Swarm! Can Pearson feel her more? No escape! Dragon Swarm!
Lightning Orb! Raging Cascade!
Dragon Swarm!
By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
Eternal Devastation!
Raging Cascade! I never miss!
Dragon Swarm!
The waters of Radiant Light!
I'm ready! Grimmer!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
You're mine! Stardust!
Can you take
Dragon
it?
Swarm!
The tempest engulfs you!
Eternal Devastation!
A wailing energy of lightning! Burning strike!
I'm ready! Doubling! In an instant! Impact Block! More? You're mine! Stardust! I owe you one! Stardust! No further!
A whirling struggle!
Hurricane Strike!
More of them?
Fear!
Rising Rocket! Dragon Swarm!
Dance immortal droplet!
Not today!
Can you take it?
Stardust!
Dance on the wind!
Hear my call!
Take this!
Lord
I'm not done!
Glacial Spear!
Dragon
Air
Swarm!
pressure!
Freeze Lancer!
Stalagmite!
More? Dragon Swarm!
Meteor Storm! One more time! Spear!
Begin!
Evil!
Take
No
this!
escape!
The tempest engulfs you! Down on the
You're
ground!
mine!
Steel! Lightning!
Strike!
More
It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Strike! Water! Hear my call! More where that
We
can
did
run!
it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't true.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered. Bring you down.
Flaming Sun! We've turned the tables more!
Chain between
Dragon
heaven and
Swarm!
earth. Gemini Aqua!
We did
Wailing
it!
Banshee of
My
lightning!
turn!
Elusive
Dragon
deity!
Swarm!
Now, by the power of flame!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Not
Far
more!
beyond the darkest sky!
Stardust!
I call upon thee! I'm out of it! Now!
Resonate with the earth!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elfin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
On your Rising Falcon!
Purge Malevolence!
Dragon Swarm!
Waterfall!
Rending you apart!
Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind!
Bloody
Air
I owe you so much, Rinwell.
Maybe my arts do have a place in this world.
Sure, there's tons of you.
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena? Or could they be Zoogles somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
If that's true, and if we go down, we should find the Great Spirit at the bottom.
We could get there even faster if we simply jump down instead.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight!
Reload!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of
Dragon
regeneration! Regenerate! Don't suffer in silence!
Eternal Devastation! We got flyers!
I've got this.
Dragon
Let a
Swarm!
marksman handle it.
All yours! No escape! Dragon Swarm!
Pile driver!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
You got company.
Your mom! Remove!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got!
Well done.
That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us.
If only every battle went so well.
I won't forgive you!
Dragon Swarm!
In a bind,
Yours to be let free!
elusive deity! Rotating pile driver!
Hurricane Thrust!
A wailing
Rising Falcon!
Engulfs you! Benediction.
Crush!
Leave the ensnaring
Dragon
to me.
Swarm!
Yeah, and pummeling to me.
Eternal Devastation!
Stay calm.
Burn!
I shall provide assistance.
Stardust!
Rotating pile driver! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Take this!
Allow me to help you.
Dragon
Allow me to help
Swarm!
you.
In here.
The tempest engulfs you!
We've turned the tables on us.
There are
Dragon
more
Swarm!
left.
Right, no time to hold back. We did it!
As impressive as
Dragon
always.
Swarm!
Here I hope I wasn't
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never...
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
I've been doing really great lately.
Hi, Hoodle.
Dragon Swarm!
Can't get out of this!
Reload.
Eternal Devastation! Damn it!
A spot of feast serving anyone?
Dragon Swarm!
Water. Here we go. Wailing lightning.
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps sound is more appropriate.
Let's talking more
Dragon
doing.
Swarm!
Amazing.
Raging cascade.
Here I come! No escape! It's over!
Glacial spear.
Dragon Dust! Dragon Swarm!
Take this!
Energy. Freeze Lancer.
Crush!
Now.
It's finished!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elton.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you. Healing heaven and earth.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Dragon Swarm! Crush!
By the power of water.
Eternal Devastation!
Do it.
Dragon Swarm!
Stalagmite!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Not today! Dragon Swarm!
Thank you!
Reload.
I'm not done!
Hear
In
my
a bind?
Strike!
Far enough. Spread.
Glacial spear.
Here's evil.
Smash you!
Air thrust.
Everlasting dust!
Light astral
Eagle
energy.
ray.
Eternal Devastation!
Light astral energy.
Eternal Devastation!
Radiant light!
Dragon Swarm!
Regeneration!
I'm ready.
Regenerate!
Carve now through all.
This one's all mine!
Thank you, Dohalim.
I only did what any other would.
Eternal
I think you're nicer than you let on.
I owe you one. Dragon
Wind
Swarm!
astral energy.
Dragon Swarm!
Hydration orb.
Down on the
Raise
ground.
wind. By the power of
Require
Dragon Swarm!
Get out of there with you.
benediction light.
Raging storm.
Ready to
Let's go. Blows light thrust.
Glacial spear.
Pierce evil.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! I'll grind you into dust!
I can handle it! Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner.
This'll make us... even more formidable.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Dragon Swarm!
Arctic waterfall!
Elusive deity!
Freeze Lancer!
Eternal Devastation! Burn!
Hear me, Slayer! Burning water! Hear my call!
Fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
In a bind?
Burning
You'll
here!
finish!
I'll be saving you! Freeze Lancer!
Shine!
Eternal
Radiant light!
Devastation!
Force of
Dragon
regeneration!
Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
Here!
Heal!
Hear me!
Dragon Swarm!
Burning! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Dead to the wind! Eat dirt!
Armor won't save you!
Air drop!
Eternal
Freeze Lancer!
Devastation!
Came between heaven and
Benediction
earth!
light!
Try
A
harder!
wailing
My
dance
turn!
of white lightning!
Dragon Swarm!
Downfall!
Eternal Devastation! Dragon Swarm! Eternal Devastation! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all!
Dragon Swarm!
Water Astral
Huh? You picked the wrong
Healing
fight!
circle!
Dragon
Need to
Swarm!
pull myself together!
Elusive
Radiant blood! Here!
Eternal Devastation!
Hydration orb!
Take this!
Raging
Dragon
Cascade!
Swarm!
Gemini off! This one's mine! There you go! Double up! Here, let me help!
Crescent flash!
Eternal Devastation!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kitara!
Dragon
Let's get you all tested! Glacial
grind you into
Here's
dust.
evil!
Eternal Devastation!
Freeze Lancer!
Rending you
Forward
apart!
action,
Dragon Swarm!
I can carve through bloody hide!
Steel runner!
Eternal Devastation! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclops!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. These structures don't look like anything built by the Renans, or even what we saw in the Forbidden Zone.
Perhaps this is the true architectural style of the Helganquil. Or perhaps the opposite, given their situation.
You mean like how some places favor building stuff with stone, while others rely on wood?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll have to inquire with Hevrect 35 about it sometime. Discourteous, aren't you?
Dragon Swarm!
Healing circle! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Be careful not to
No
overdo it.
further!
I'm sorry.
Dance in mortal
do better.
conflict!
Leave the charges to me!
Everlasting dog.
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Dragon Swarm!
Now!
Rim out!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got!
Well done! Radiant lightning!
I'll grind you into dust!
Came between heaven and earth!
Captivity!
Love here!
Hurricane
A wailing
Thrust!
dance of warning!
Falcon!
Your blade moves like silk.
I just let my instincts take over.
How fascinating.
As impressive as always.
And here I hoped I wasn't true.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Sion actually look flustered.
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left!
Right. No time to hold back.
Bloody
Dragon Swarm!
Beyond the darkest sky!
Stalagmite!
On Radiant light!
I have no limits! Dragon Swarm!
Now!
Doubling! In an instant! Impact Claw!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Out of our way!
way!
Dragon Swarm! Come one, come all!
Air thrust!
Eternal
Heaven
devastation!
and earth!
Not today!
A whirling Banshee of
Dragon
lightning!
Swarm!
Your knees. Can't get out of this!
Healing blade! The waters of creation!
Eternal devastation!
Are you
Dragon
ready?
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elvin!
It's time to end this battle!
Now, I'm right beside you! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way!
We got some... good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
An opponent like this should be easy. Eternal devastation!
Just careful! It has some kind of camouflage!
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning orb!
Dragon Swarm!
Incantation ruined.
Here!
Eternal devastation! Dragon Swarm! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Light ash raging cascade!
Dragon Swarm!
With the earth.
Where you go? Outstanding form!
Being interrupted.
Here's lunar blast!
Eternal devastation!
Arcane waterfall! Seal!
Crush!
Get on in there with the others!
Dragon Swarm! Ha! Ether!
Spirit flame! Begin!
Dragon Swarm!
Lunar corruption! Shooting star!
Eternal devastation! Dragon Swarm!
It looks like you got this one covered!
Armor won't save you!
Down on the ground.
Seismic rupture!
Let me show you what my art can do! Tempest, rise and shine! Celestial runner!
I can't get out of this!
A
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
No more playing nice!
Rending you
Holy
apart.
quiver! Holy land!
Dragon Swarm!
Heaven and earth!
You picked the wrong fight!
A wailing
Eternal devastation!
Searing flame! Revive savior!
Amazing.
Dragon
Don't
Swarm!
mind if I do!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Oh, Violet, I can't hold on much longer! That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Eat dirt!
Sorry to trouble you.
You do the same for
Dragon
me!
Swarm! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I'm pretty worn out.
Want to rest up for a bit?
I won't
Take
forgive
this.
you!
Dragon
You dare strike me from behind?
Dance in I can't heal you forever!
Nothing gets by me.
Power surges through me.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
That'll bring you down!
Dragon
Seismic
Swarm!
pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
You picked the wrong fight!
No dawn shall
I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix
Cyclone! Here I
My
go!
turn! Here I come!
everlasting darkness.
Take
Too fast!
Stand back.
between
I'll
heaven
trip
and
it out.
earth.
Take this! I'm not done!
Healing circle!
Dragon Swarm!
Back into the fray!
Dragon Swarm!
Divide!
Merciful fate.
Eternal devastation!
You apart.
Air back into the fray!
Require
Dragon
Do it.
Swarm! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
The whirling struggle.
Spirit
Dragon
within the
Swarm!
soil.
Wind of heaven.
Take this!
Force. Healing circle.
Okay, here I go.
Spirit within the
Dragon
soil.
Swarm!
Here.
Awaken and reach! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone! Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Flame of
Dragon
fury.
Swarm! Ignite!
Burning strike. Water.
Dragon
Hear
Swarm!
my call.
Try harder!
Spread the glacial head. Pierce the evil.
Eternal
Fight the bear.
Devastation!
Freeze
Penumbra!
Blazer.
Dragon Swarm!
Where are you going?
Ready or not!
Air thrust.
Dragon Swarm!
Show you what my arts can do. In a
bind?
The waters of creation. Dance, immortal droplet.
Eternal Devastation!
I can carve through armor. Rotating pile driver.
Dragon!
A thrilling performance. Behold, the Earth pulse. Tectonic fission. Down on the ground.
Eternal
Tornado
Devastation!
drive.
Astral energy.
It's on!
Malevolence. Arcane waterfall.
Burn in hell!
Here.
Dragon Swarm!
Glacial spear.
Elusive
Pierce evil.
deity.
This one.
Rotating pile
Freeze
driver.
Lancer. Wind
Take
astral
this.
energy.
Crush!
A banana. Let's go.
Dragon
Glacial
Swarm.
spear. Hey, pierce evil.
Shattering
Lightning
Pieces.
Freeze Lancer.
Attack us.
Confiscated.
They
Take
smite
this.
with black and gray.
Dragon Swarm.
I call it
Now you
energy.
see what I can do.
Downfall.
Execution.
Radiant light. Here. Damn it.
Ah! It's on!
First aid. Get on in there with the others.
Dragon
Warrior
Swarm!
Astral energy. Mega ray. More with that heat.
You require a hand.
Dance the fire flame.
Eternal Devastation!
What?
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Let me show you what my art
Dragon
can do.
Swarm!
That'll bring you down. Arcane waterfall.
Breath of life. Heal my wearied companion.
Eternal Devastation!
Another incantation ruined.
Dragon Swarm! Burn!
Annihilate.
Dragon Swarm!
Elusive deity. Take this. Hitting pile driver.
Burning.
Eternal Devastation!
Used too much.
Now.
Oh! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Further!
Dragon Swarm! I'll take you over!
No further.
Air thrust! Water spear! Pierce evil!
Eternal Devastation!
Immortal Blazer!
Eternal Devastation!
Demon Land.
Our expert coming in the finish!
Dragon Swarm!
I can carve through armor. Can you take it?
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Shine.
Eternal Devastation!
Of regeneration.
Do it!
In an instant! Impact Claw! Now! Take this! Strata!
Bathed in blood, rending you apart.
Crush!
Light Astral
Light
Come forth, holy glimmer!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
that looks pretty good.
Let's see what you've got.
Dragon
Down on the ground.
Soaring black! Eternal burn in hell!
No dawn shall break this night.
Dragon
A thrilling performance.
Waters of creation magic
Eternal devastation!
In a bind.
Dragon swarm!
Here's a healing art.
Try harder! My turn!
First aid.
Dragon swarm!
Penumbra. A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Well, I'm here to stop it.
Archaic waterfall.
Eternal devastation!
Shine. Radiant light.
Dragon
Regeneration.
The flame is slightly yearns to be let
Being
free!
prepared is free from regret.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Dragon Swarm! Not today!
There you go. Don't let up.
Dragon Swarm!
More where that came from.
Crush! Eternal devastation!
Penumbra.
Glacial Spear.
Soaring blast.
Dragon Swarm!
I can carve through armor.
Dance to the wind.
Regenerate.
Glacial Spear.
Here's the
Okay,
evil.
here I go.
I'm in your deck, Joker. Then tonight's meal is on you.
You got it.
A new lease on life.
Dragon Swarm! Doubly! In an instant! Impact Block!
Hey, anyone else think this might be a touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
Let's see what you've got.
Eternal devastation! Dragon Swarm!
In a bind.
Come forth!
Any more of this and I'll burn out!
Need to pull myself
Ready to
together.
go.
Down on the ground.
Dragon
Wings of energy of lightning!
Ah! Burn in hell! Dragon Swarm!
On
Do
your
it!
knees.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Not a chance!
You're mine!
Anything in armor is
I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Not a chance!
Violent darting wind! Here! Do it! Crossblade!
Bloody howling! Step back. This one's all law.
I'll take you all off! Dragon Swarm!
Blood.
Eternal devastation!
Bloody
Dragon Swarm!
Dance immortal violence!
Dragon Swarm!
Here's the evil in there with the others!
Got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! Crush! This one's all mine! Dragon Swarm!
I'm only getting started!
Ah! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm!
Feel!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Feel!
Resonate with the earth.
I'm only thumbs up this one!
Dragon Swarm!
Annihilation!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
I'm ready.
In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Radiant love here!
Rotating pile driver.
By the power of water!
Down. I'm ready.
Astral energy!
Say no more! Not a chance!
Raging cascade!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Seismic
Do
rush.
it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner.
between heaven and earth. A wailing
I need
fancy of lightning.
something.
You picked the
You
wrong
need to be
fight!
healed.
How the mighty have fallen.
Dragon Swarm! This isn't looking good! Eternal Devastation!
Breath of
Eternal Devastation!
Here I go. No.
You're
Can't end here!
Don't give up!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished.
By the power of
From
water!
beyond,
Back into
imbue
the
this
fray!
vanquished soul with
Lightning
love.
orb!
Resuscitation.
Raging cascade! You're mine!
Benediction.
Dragon
A whirling struggle! Let me show you what my art Winds of heaven! Burn forth! Resurrection! Malevolent! Arcade
Eternal
Thunderbolt!
Devastation! Dragon
Flame
Swarm!
Lancer! Reload! Dead in the wind!
Being interrupted.
Air thrust! Back into the fray!
Leave the
Coming through!
ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
And the funnel to me!
Scarlet Inferno!
Dance in the
Eternal Devastation!
Reload!
Dragon Swarm!
Here's the healing arm!
Eternal
I
Devastation!
can't heal you forever! Gravitas Field!
No further.
Dragon Swarm!
Searing flame!
Down on the ground. Rotating
Eternal
fire.
Devastation! Flame inside me! Yours to
Lightning
be
orb!
free!
Raging cascade!
Not today!
Out a trick!
Dragon Swarm!
Purge malevolent!
A thrilling
Loud,
performance.
loud, loud!
Eternal
most
Devastation!
peculiar taste.
Dragon Swarm!
Raging storm! That'll bring you down!
It's in your
Dragon
hands now.
Swarm! Stay away from my friends!
Watch him!
Now you see what I can do!
Annihilation!
Dragon
Awaken to the stars of light!
Dragon
Rain down
Swarm!
and purify all! A new
I'm
lease
not
on
done.
life!
Is this it?
Lightning!
Tribes
Down! Meteor storm! Raging storm! By the power of her!
I don't even know the word defeat.
A whirling struggle!
works as promised.
Winds of heaven! First force loose!
This should do it!
Radiant cyclone! Dance in the wind! Sleep now! I'm out Get on in there with the others! I'm all stopped up! Malevolent! Arctic waterfall! In here! Take it! I'm only getting magic is there!
Dragon Swarm!
Rotating sunlight!
Can't move.
Don't leave me! There! Go! It's over! I can feel the medicine working. The waters of creation. Rise and rend! Dance in more
I can't move!
I feel
I don't even know the word defeat.
resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. It's in your hands now.
Take
I owe you one.
It's over.
Dragon Swarm!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Water, hear my call!
Eternal Devastation!
Lightning condemned! Red! Thunderblade! Illuminate
Dragon
the dark!
Swarm!
Come forth by the holy flame! Holy land!
Can't move!
Between heaven and earth! I'm out of ammo! A wailing banshee of lightning! Divine savior! There! Got you! Magna ray! Thunder field! Annihilation! Magna malevolent! Arctic waterfall! Sealed! Hear me! Look at you all tucked away! Water! Hear my call! More where that came from! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Oh, sparkling stars of light! Rain down! Gemini Aqua! Ready to go! Meteor storm! A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing
I won't give up.
A whirling struggle! Winds of heaven! Earth! Ha! Here's another! Ow! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy land! Arts require complete focus! Just ow! Hit! A whirling struggle! Winds of heaven! Burst forth! Cyclone! I'm sorry.
I'm not done yet!
courteous, aren't you?
Dragon
Flame! Reload!
Eternal devastation!
Water!
Dragon
Water!
Dragon form!
Take this!
Hear me! Hey, Raven's Fury! Volcanic Strike!
Eternal devastation!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil!
Flame inside me!
Wailing
Yours!
Banshee
Be
of
let
Lightning!
free!
Freeze Lancer!
Dragon form!
High Savior!
Ignite!
House this!
Dragon
Take
form!
this!
Flame! Reload!
Eternal devastation!
It looks like you got this one covered!
Dragon form!
Water! Hear my
Can't get out
call!
of this!
The waters of creation! Spread! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Eternal
thank you.
devastation!
Thunder! A chain between heaven
I'm
and
not
earth!
done.
The power of water! A wailing
Take
Banshee
this.
of
Do it.
Lightning!
Tempest!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who... did the heavy lifting.
An opponent like this should be easy.
By the power of flame!
Seismic
Concentrate!
The tempest engulfs you!
Dance in the wind!
Eternal Dragon form!
Wield all you can find me, yours to be let free!
Cure! Thanks!
Lunar correction!
Burn!
It's time!
By the
Dragon
power of
form!
water!
Dance on the wind!
Eternal
Annihilate!
devastation!
Make might with
There you go! Don't let up!
Dragon form!
Holy Harry! Flame of fury!
Dragon form!
Between heaven and
On your
earth! Glacial Spear! A wailing
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara!
Crush!
Freeze this one's
Dragon form! Eternal
Resonate with me.
devastation!
I'm ready!
Look! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
No complaints from me.
Right, here goes! Dragon form!
Please, sir!
Come one, come all!
Lending you a
This one's all mine!
bloody howler!
Dragon form!
That'll bring you down!
Awaken and wreak havoc! Flying freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Shira, can you take care of them? You picked the wrong
death and
fight!
down.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix
Cyclone!
Shine!
Now!
Radiant light!
Here I come!
Your blade moves like silk. I just let my instincts take over.
How impressive. As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was improvement.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
In a
I've never
bind?
seen Xion actually look flustered.
Let's get you all tucked away!
Eternal devastation!
Where are you going? Everyone, get back! It's too dangerous!
Free. You're mine! Move out!
Crossblade! Lunar corruption!
Breath of life! Heal my weary companion!
Dragon form!
Illuminate
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Now!
Down on the ground!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
My exploits are bearing fruit. My... Word. This must be the work of Providence.
Prava what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
Let's see what you've got.
Damn it!
I'll heal you all!
Eternal devastation!
I can carve through armor!
Steel healing!
It can hide itself? Amazing!
Sorry to trouble you.
You do the same for me.
Dragon Swarm!
That helps.
Take this!
Chinese supernova! Explosion! Sweet dreams!
Eternal
I
devastation!
can't imagine what we'd do without you, Linwell.
Who, me?
Dragon Swarm!
That's a little much, don't you think?
Let loose!
I'm serious. You're a lifesaver.
Dragon Swarm!
Mega ray! Finally starting to
Dragon
begin!
Swarm!
Carve down through walls! Sleep now!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lunar corruption! Lunar blast!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Whoa! Hey! One at a
Eat
time!
dirt!
Annihilation! Hear me! Celestial fury!
Dragon Swarm!
Glacial spear! Pierce
Now or
evil!
never. Elusive can't get out of this!
Eternal devastation!
Oh, violent guarding wind! Carve this one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Dance in the wind! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! A whirling struggle! Freeze Lancer! Winds of heaven! Burst forth!
I'm ready! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
What do you think this place was for?
What the hell? Are they asleep?
No. They appear to be well preserved. However, they are all dead.
Dead? So this is a mass grave?
Looks that way. However, none of them appear to be Helganquil.
Bear in mind that Renans were originally Danans, who were remade and sent to live on Lenegus. Knowing that, they would have needed a place to perform the procedure somewhere.
And that place is here, I assume.
So what you're saying is that all of these are Danan, or rather, Renan bodies?
Most likely, yes. It must have been abandoned for one reason or another.
There are so many of them. They were all taken away, but never given the chance to wake.
What is that thing?
Something we have to fight if we want to get across, it seems.
Be careful! It's huge!
What is with all the huge lumbering beasts lately?
It's no ordinary zoo. That much is damn sure.
Watch yourselves. All bets are off when it comes to this thing.
Divine Sage! A whirling struggle!
This one's all mine! Eternal devastation! Ignite!
Tornado drive.
Dragon Swarm!
Throbbed in pain.
Crush!
I'm ready! I can do this all
Dragon
day!
Swarm! Its head is its weak point?
We'll need to bring it down somehow to hit it.
In that case, let's start with the one in the middle.
Dragon Swarm!
Divine Sage! A whirling struggle!
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Hear my call!
Down on the ground.
Dragon Swarm!
Eating pile driver.
Take this!
Freeze Lancer! Glacial
Denied!
Spear! Pierce
You're
evil!
mine!
Raging Cascade!
Now or never.
Freeze Lancer!
Dragon Swarm!
Sword!
Wind!
Eat dirt! Freeze Blast!
Severing wind! Stardust!
Air Thrust! Here! Photon Flash!
Shattering to pieces! I'm ready!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Water, hear my call!
Penumbra!
Tornado Drive! Raging Cascade!
Eternal Devastation! Crush! Dragon Swarm!
Magic is in!
Blood.
Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind! Air Thrust!
In the soil.
Take
Awaken
this!
and wreak havoc!
This one's mine!
I'm not done! You're finished!
Take this!
Gemini Aqua!
Here I could...
Wind Astral Energy!
Now!
Rending you
I'm not
apart!
done!
Bloody howling!
Dragon Swarm!
Natural defenses are fading. I'm a sitting duck!
Retreat from this battle.
Retreat? I would never.
Ready to go!
Easter!
Maelstrom!
Swarm!
Lunar Corruption!
Crush!
By the power of water!
Eternal Devastation!
By the power of flames!
Dragon
Vanish
Swarm!
without a
Breath of life. Heal my wearied
Explosion!
companion. Smash you!
I'm almost in front.
High praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Unfold! Holy Glimmer!
Eternal
Holy
Devastation!
Land! Lunar Corruption!
Crush!
Far enough!
Dragon
Gemini
Swarm!
Aqua! Just what the doctor ordered! Back into the fray!
Cure.
The waters of creation!
No further.
Dance, immortal droplets!
Elusive deity.
Tidal Roar! Dance in the wind!
That move.
Here comes the big one!
More for the south
Dragon
side.
Swarm!
Penumbra.
Downfall!
Eternal
shall break
Devastation!
this
Dragon
This
Swarm!
one's mine.
Oh, violence! Art expert coming through! Magna Ray!
Crush!
Annihilation!
You picked the wrong fight!
Searing
Dragon
It's in your hands now.
Now!
Stay away from my friend! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
The hell was that thing?
Probably something that was made here and somehow managed to survive, even after all this time. Not that there's any way of knowing now.
What's wrong?
Oh, I just suddenly found myself contemplating what might have happened to the sovereigns that were meant to emerge from the crown contests.
What do you mean?
You see, the winners of the past crown contests were all strong astral arts practitioners. Furthermore, that enemy we just fought appeared to be composed of several human bodies. It was certainly nothing one would find in nature.
You're saying those were the remains of the winners? That they forgot who they once were?
I'm merely saying it's a possibility.
That's absolutely gruesome. How long had the Helganquil been at this?
It was Rena's great spirit that made them do all of this. Anything to get its astral energy.
We're not gonna jump down, right?
I certainly hope not.
After hearing Dohalim's suggestion, I'm honestly not sure what to say.
I assure you all, I was merely stating the possibility.
So, looks like the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
The creatures we've been encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting, but I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zeugles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
You mean, there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
we're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look! Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are, at least. No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then.
We've reached our destination. Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed?
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's all you can think about?
Bear in mind, the core of Rena now sits above us. I pray that we won't encounter many stairs along the way.
devastation!
Here's save you!
Another incantation ruined.
This is gonna need all of us together!
Thank you!
There you go! No let up!
No further.
The flashing part's their weak point!
Dragon Swarm!
One more! Far beyond the darkest skies! I call
Eternal devastation!
Rotating bow.
Leveling! Arctic waterfall!
Crush it!
Freeze
You're mine.
Eternal devastation! It's on!
Dance on the wind.
Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight!
Fluidity of your movements is simply incredible. Take this.
Heaven and earth! Into the
Armor won't
shadows!
save you.
A wailing beam
I'm ready.
of lightning! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! I can feel my power growing!
What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dana's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dana's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dana's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dana exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dana's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Renis Alma.
Things are different here than on the surface.
That shows how deeply we've ventured into Rena.
And how close we've come to the real enemy.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Renis Alma's here, right?
Just don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevrecht 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Renis Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter.
Gotta break through!
Bloody howling!
Dragon Swarm! Be careful, everyone.
In a
This
bind?
one isn't normal. Take this! No escape! We got fire!
I'm ready! Let us march! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
You're being targeted!
What would I do without you?
Dragon Swarm!
Radiant light!
Burn!
Of regeneration!
Raging stop! Now!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here's a
Not a
healing art!
chance!
I don't know what I'd
This
do
one's
without
mine!
you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Radiant light!
I'm ready!
Your blade moves like silk.
I just let my instincts take over.
How fascinating.
As impressive as always.
Ah,
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
The heavens must be smiling. Coming through!
Dragon Swarm!
I can carve through
Here
walls!
you are! Primed and ready! Healing
Dragon
circle! This one's mine! Here goes!
Dragon Swarm!
On your
Aim for the weak
Myself
spot!
to Glacial Spear! Pierce the evil! Ow!
Eternal Devastation! Burn! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Eternal Devastation! Crush!
Lightning is down!
Dragon Swarm!
Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark! Magic is hand! Holy land!
Crush! Eternal Devastation!
Resonate with the earth!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Hear me! Flame of flame!
Elusive deity!
Water!
Can't
hear
get out
my
of
call.
this!
Thunderblade!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Elusive deity! Ha! Take this! You're mine! Sonic Youth!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Okay, here I go!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
By the
No
power of
chance.
flame!
Stardust!
Finish without a doubt! Let's go!
Shine!
Eternal
Radiant light.
Devastation!
Force of regeneration!
Dragon
Regenerate!
Save you!
Tidal
Let us
wave!
take to the
Wild
fray.
rod magic! Burning truck! Dance with the wind! Air thrust! Illuminate the dark! Touch the
Your
heart!
arts are being interrupted.
Let them launch
Dragon
the
Swarm!
In a bind?
Raging cascade! By the power
Leave the
of
charge to me!
Can you
The
take
waters
it?
of creation!
I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! We can really make weapons with this?
Forgive you!
Dragon
All
Swarm!
disasters made one! Come forth and
I'll
heal
thank you.
purity!
Eternal Devastation! Crush!
Nail truck!
Dragon Swarm!
Take this! Grind you to dust!
By the power of flame!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Look sharp! Lightning Thunderblade!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
This will be a delicious piece of
Dragon
cake!
Swarm!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Annihilation! Magna Ray!
Eternal Devastation! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Execution!
Don't mind if I do!
Spirits within the soil.
Do it!
Awaken free!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you! Alright! Now!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
We managed to pull through.
Forgive you!
Dragon Swarm!
In the soil.
I'm never I'm ready!
Crush! Eternal Devastation!
My
Doubling! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
I'm only getting started! By all!
Didn't even break a sweat.
Let's dispose of the trash!
Swarm!
In the wind! Air
Shine! Burn in hell!
Radiant blood here!
Stardust!
Radiant blood!
Rise and focus!
He who prepares
Dragon Swarm!
That'll bring you down!
free from the
This'll come in handy!
breath of life.
Eternal Devastation!
Armor won't save you!
By the
We're not
boiling
done!
flame, light
Strike!
finish without a trace!
Eternal Devastation!
In a bind?
Alright!
Dragon
Here's a healing
Swarm!
art! First aid!
On your
Crush!
knees.
It's on! Dragon
Get on in
Swarm!
there with
Can
the
you
others!
take it?
Throw the torpedo!
Astral art?
That's my cue! Mega Ray!
Shut him down!
Annihilation!
Dragon Swarm!
Now, let me help!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Right, here
Here's the
goes!
healing art!
Dragon Swarm!
First aid!
Well, here I go!
Awaken and wreak
Radiant immortal droplet!
Crush!
By the power!
Stay calm.
Eternal Devastation! Dragon Swarm!
Now body slam us
So
into
you
next
clamor
week!
for my true power?
Now!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside
In a
you!
bind?
By the waters of creation! Vanish without a trace! Dance, immortal droplet!
Eternal Devastation!
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic fission!
All
Dragon Swarm!
made
Heal
one!
my weary
Come
companion.
forth, heroes of purity!
Sure!
Thanks so much!
The
Hear my
flame
call!
inside me yearns to be
Nailed
let
it.
free!
Water, hear my call!
Dragon Swarm!
Eat dirt! Heaven and earth!
Benediction light.
A wailing
Eternal
champion lightning!
Devastation! Burn in hell!
I'm ready!
Stardust!
Explosion!
The enemy wields arts too.
That'll bring you down. We'll soon see about that.
Rotating pile driver! Soaring blast!
Hear me! Flame of
Eternal
fury!
devastation!
Burning
Amazing!
Denied!
Dragon
The enemy is going all out! All right!
Breath of life. Heal my weary. No further.
No more playing nice!
Crush!
Take this.
Shining
Eternal
supernova!
devastation!
Let me free you of your power.
Healing circle!
Burn in hell!
No arts are being interrupted.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop
We
you
turned the
dying?
table. Ah, right.
Down on the ground.
Wind astral
Soaring
energy!
blast!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
Get behind! Do it!
Got it! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Not a chance! Stardust!
Reload! I'm out of
Tear! Hurricane
Wind
Flood!
astral energy! Annihilation!
Hurricane Flood!
Annihilation!
Now! War! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
That was a little close for comfort.
This looks nice and tough.
Further!
Dragon Swarm!
Can't get out of this.
Let the marksman handle this! Hold on to your
Eternal
arms!
devastation!
Here I come!
I'm ready.
Small!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Not a
Spear!
chance!
Pierce
Dragon
evil!
Swarm!
I'll thank you.
Onyx Spear! Burn in hell!
Lightning orb! More where that came
Eternal
from!
Devastation!
Power of... This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
An opponent like this should be easy.
They're surrounding us!
Eternal
Flash!
devastation! Crush!
Radiant blood! Here!
Dragon Swarm!
Ready!
I can shatter any steel. Victory is within reach. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
My turn! You're mine!
SG airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly! Between heaven and earth!
Swarm!
Now!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
More?
Water! Here I come!
Darkness. Negative gate.
In here!
On your
Crush!
Let's get you out of the way!
air pressure.
Dragon Swarm!
Spirit within the soul.
You picked the wrong fight!
I'm ready.
Evil!
Dragon
More
Swarm!
Freeze Lancer! Supernova! Who wants to
Dragon
know?
Swarm!
In a bind.
Now! Hear me! Flame of fury!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that!
Eternal devastation!
Fear! Here's evil!
Dragon Swarm!
Sleep now! I'll be safe confiscated! Oh, sparkling star!
Dragon Swarm!
Rain down and purify
Eternal
all!
devastation!
Here's
Crush!
evil!
Dragon Swarm!
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope
Here now!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Take it!
Can you take it?
Dance in the wind! Air
Some excellent technique.
How are your weapons holding up?
That's not to give me any idea.
annihilation! Mega ray! Sleep now!
On your knees.
Eternal devastation!
Let me show you what my heart can do!
Dragon Swarm!
Struggle! Winds of
No
heaven!
escape!
That'll bring you down!
I owe you one.
Dance
We
on the
did it!
wind.
Dragon Swarm! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Courteous, aren't you?
Dragon Swarm!
In a bind?
Arch Seal! Radiant Pierce!
Denied!
Crush! Stop!
Crescent Flash!
Eternal Devastation!
Down on the ground!
Dragon
This
Swarm!
time it's eat dirt!
Seismic
Annihilation!
Rupture! I can carve through armor!
By the power of water!
Ah! Dragon
Let's
Swarm!
go!
The flame inside me
Down on the
yearns to be
ground!
let free!
Ice Prison!
Soaring Drift Swarm!
By the puddle!
Eternal Devastation!
Not a trace!
Crush!
The waters of creation!
Dragon Swarm!
You require a
Immortal Gauntlet!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Tempest Whirl!
Eternal Devastation! Burn!
Captivity!
Dragon Swarm!
Seismic Rupture!
Illuminate the dark! Healing Circle! Come
Power
forth! Holy
surges
Cloud!
through me.
Devastation!
Begin! I'm ready!
Timber!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Shut!
Well done!
Take this!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Ready to go!
Light the orb! That'll bring you down! The waters of creation!
Dragon Swarm!
Dance Immortal Gauntlet!
Elusive
They're not
deity.
playing around! By the power
Soaring
of water!
No escape!
Armor won't save you!
Dragon Swarm!
This engulfs you! Reflect on thy sins!
Annihilation!
They
Eternal
smite with
Devastation!
lightning blade!
Meteor Storm!
Dragon
This one's all mine!
Swarm!
Rending you apart!
By the
Bloody
power of
howling!
water!
Dragon Swarm! Eat dirt!
Here!
Dragon Swarm!
rage.
Healing Circle!
Eternal Devastation!
Do it! Supernova!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Forgive you!
Dragon
The
Swarm!
waters of creation!
In a bind?
Dance in Immortal Gauntlet! Reload!
Eternal
deity.
Devastation! Dragon Swarm!
By the power of
Seismic
water!
Rupture! Attack time! Elusive deity!
Got fire!
I've got this!
In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Here goes! Illuminate the dark! This one's mine!
Bloody
Now!
Glimmer!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! That astral energy was incredible!
I gave it everything I had!
This'll make us even more formidable.
No choice!
Captivity!
Dragon
Prepare to be
Eternal
sealed!
Devastation!
Armor won't save you!
Crush!
Those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt!
Dragon Swarm! Aim for the weak spot. Dragon Swarm! Burn!
Explosion! Got it!
Dragon Swarm!
Now's our chance!
Eternal Devastation!
In a bind?
Crush! Dragon Swarm!
Divine Savior! Lunar Corruption!
Dragon Swarm!
Lunar
Begin!
Blast!
Catapult! Crush!
I'm ready!
Eternal
Now!
Devastation!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Everyone hanging in there?
Dispose of the trash.
Waters of creation!
Take this!
Elusive Deep
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Bring you down! Tidal Wave!
Do it! You're really, really strong, Alphen.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Now, still!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Radiant
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
No complaints here!
I owe you one.
Thanks, Gianna.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
The waters by the
I'm ready! Here I come! Totally! In an instant! Impact Frost!
To achieve such harmony,
Takes a singular will.
discourteous taunts.
Dragon Swarm!
If it's in the sky,
Take
it's
this!
mine! Wind Astral Energy!
Elusive
Illuminate the
Dragon
terrace!
Swarm!
Come forward! Holy Glimmer! I'm only getting started! Holy Land!
Down on the ground!
Rotating
Exploit the enemy's weakness!
A wailing beauty of lightning!
It's wide open!
It won't escape me!
Eternal Devastation!
Laser Spear!
Here's Eva!
You! Tornado Drive!
Dragon
Freeze
Swarm!
Lancer!
Elusive
Magic
Spear!
Spear! Pierce
Eternal
Eva!
Devastation!
Lightning Condemn! Lancer!
Eternal Devastation!
Illuminate the
Genie!
Annihilation!
Eagle Ray!
Mega Ray! Holy Land! Annihilation! Nothing! Downfall! I can't heal you
He
forever!
who prepares is free from
Here!
regret.
Top field! Get on in there! The power of flame!
Dragon
Without
Swarm!
a trace! Wind Astral Energy!
You'll find no mercy!
All right! It's time!
Try harder!
I'm ready!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Fighting in this state isn't advisable.
Retreat if you know what's good for you!
Burning!
Eternal Devastation! Here I come!
I'm only getting
Strike!
searing flame!
Captivity! Take this!
Hydration orb!
Strike!
Lunar corruption!
You're mine! Dragon
Down on the
Swarm!
ground!
Freeze left!
Everlasting Shock! I'll
Annihilation!
thank you!
So
weak.
Quit pushing yourself and get behind us!
I'll be ready to rain in no time.
Dragon
Healing
form!
circle! I'll fix you up! Recoil wave! I can do this all day!
Dragon form! No further!
Lunar corruption!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Dragon form!
Lightning order!
Elusive deity!
Now!
Eagle ray! Totally! In an instant! Impact claw!
Could have been worse. Coming through!
Come and face me! Begin! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Elusive deity! Soaring drop devastation! I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
Pearson! Now we're up! An astral art?
That's my cue!
Dragon form! Shut him down! Tornado drive! Burn it out!
Amazing.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down! Ready to go! Burn it out! Spear! Pierce evil!
Dragon form! No further!
Here, let me help! Nail strike!
Eternal devastation! I'll grind you with you! Dragon swarm!
I never miss!
Demon lash! Eagle
Hold on to your
Eternal
heart!
devastation!
Here I come! One more!
Dragon
Steel
swarm!
hammer! By the
No
sword
dawn
now!
shall break this totally! In an instant! Impact claw!
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
The Zoogles here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
I don't give a damn why they're here. We'll burn it all to the ground.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Linwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dana, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrecht 35 told us. The Danan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dana's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dana the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's great spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Gotta break through! This one's all mine! Eat dirt!
I owe you, Tion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. In here! Finish without a trace! More with the stockpile!
Eternal devastation!
More without the
Dragon Swarm!
Eliminate without a trace!
Not much longer to go.
Come on, one final push!
Let's do this together, Alpha.
Eternal devastation!
A wailing banshee!
Are you ready? Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Dragon Swarm! Penumbra!
Lunar
Pile Driver!
Lunar blast!
Eternal devastation!
between heaven and earth.
Dragon Swarm!
I'll rip them out of the sky.
Take this!
It's weakened.
This ends now! Dragon Swarm!
Robbed and wrecked.
Burn in hell!
Radiant pierce!
Eternal devastation!
This one's mine.
Dragon Swarm!
They
smite with blackened blade!
I'll smash
you!
Shining superhero! Leave the enemy's arms to me!
No complaints here! I'm ready! Go! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all if we lived here.
Clearly the worst point against it.
Right, here goes!
By the power of
Eternal
flame!
devastation!
I'll
throw you into dust!
Blow
Take this!
Celestial hammer!
Dragon Swarm! Awaken and die!
Burning
Eternal devastation! Crush! Dragon Swarm! Burn in hell!
Lunar blast!
Eternal devastation!
Anything in armor is
Outstanding form.
Dragon Swarm!
Can't get out of this!
Gemini Aqua! Far beyond the darkest sky! Here goes!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Lunar corruption!
Eternal devastation!
With the
Crush! Dragon form!
Do it!
Oh! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
Dragon form!
First aid! Aqueous surge!
Eternal
I can't hold on much longer! Hear my call!
Our arts are being interrupted.
Dragon form!
Here's evil! Oh, sparkling
This one's all
light!
mine!
Rain down and purify all!
Go for the weak
Dragon
point!
form! Eternal devastation!
Here's a healing heart!
Grinding you apart!
First
This
aid!
one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
Oh,
Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Purify all!
Negative Eternal devastation! Rending you apart!
Lunar corruption!
Dragon swarm! Bloody howling!
Where are you going? Meteor storm!
Dragon
whirling
form!
trouble.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Annihilation!
Ha! Burn in hell! Dragon form!
Does it hurt? Healing circle!
In a bind?
Holy Land!
Thanks!
A chain between heaven and earth!
Sorry
Eternal
to trouble you.
devastation! Dragon form!
Lightning!
That helps.
Radiant pierce!
Dragon form!
Denied!
Raging cascade!
Crescent flash!
Lunar corruption!
Eternal devastation!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Dragon form!
Stalagmite!
It's on! I can carve through armor! Dragon form! Eternal devastation!
Spirits within the
Ignite!
soil.
Awaken and recap! Dragon form!
It's time.
A whirling circle! Water! Hear my call! Winds of heaven!
I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Fighting in this state isn't advisable.
Gotta break through! Dragon form!
Take this!
Dragon form!
The waters of creation!
Eternal devastation!
Do it! Immortal droplet!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Now! Here I come!
Captivity! Oh, violent darting winds!
my
Carve
weak
down
mind.
through all
Kill
the
time.
A chain between heaven and earth! Here's evil! A whirling banshee of lightning!
Dragon form!
Divine savior! Dance in the wind! I never miss!
Eternal devastation! It's on! Dragon form!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Lunar blast!
Burn!
There you go! Don't let
Take
up!
this!
Lightning orb!
Crush!
More with the light!
Eternal devastation!
Whirling struggle! Save you! Mega ray! Winds of heaven! Annihilation! Purge malevolence! Archdale!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Do it! The waters of This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Let's see what you've got.
Dragon form!
Radiant blood! Here!
Captivity! Can't get out of this!
Tempest whirl!
Eternal devastation!
Puddle! Radiant flow!
Dragon swarm!
Shine! Radiant light!
Eternal devastation! It's on!
Regenerate!
Ignite!
Into the shadow!
He who prepares is free from regret.
Dragon swarm!
Air vanished
He who
without
prepares
waters
is
of
free from
creation!
regret.
Eagle ray!
Dance, immortal
Radiant
darkness!
candle!
Don't mind if I do! Explode!
It's too much!
Far beyond the darkest sky!
Dragon
Rain
Heal
fall,
my
Laser beam! Pierce evil!
Cure!
Freeze
Crush!
sensor! Bronze and
Eternal
red!
Ignite!
Shooting star! Dance in
Dragon
the wind!
swarm!
Radiant seal! Here!
The tempest engulfs you! It's
Out of the
time!
water!
Eternal
This one's
devastation!
mine! Oh,
Dragon
down on the
swarm!
ground! Light! Rain down and purify all! They're not playing
Eternal
around!
devastation!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elton!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Begin!
Water!
No
hear my
further!
call!
Eternal devastation! The flame inside me yearns
Holy
to be
red!
let free!
Change
Down on
between
the
heaven
ground.
and earth.
Dragon
Laser
swarm!
spear!
Rotating
Air
pile
wings
driver.
and the
Crush!
lightning!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Beckon into
Dragon swarm!
everlasting
Burn in hell!
Lightning again!
Negative gate!
Thunderblade! Illuminate
Eternal
the dark!
No
devastation!
art of being interrupted!
Holy land! Without a trace!
Dragon swarm!
Dance on the wind!
Lightning! Explosion!
Eternal
On your
devastation!
Do
Dragon
it!
swarm! Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Wow! Look what I just found.
I won't forgive you!
Dragon swarm!
Thank you!
I owe you one!
What?
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
Dragon,
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
On your knees!
Dragon swarm!
Now! Not much longer to go!
Come on, one final push!
Let's do this together!
Take this!
Rain down!
Dragon
now!
swarm!
Burning strike!
Penumbra!
Glacial spear! Pearson is in the sky, it's mine! Seal!
Eternal devastation!
Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of.
No choice! Dragon swarm!
Here's a healing
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Holy glimmer!
Eternal devastation! Dragon swarm!
Radiant flow! Wailing Dantia lightning!
Eternal devastation! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon swarm!
Wind astral energy!
Hitting pile driver! It's time!
Crush!
Seismic rupture!
Eternal
A
devastation!
thrilling performance!
Dragon swarm!
Rotating pile driver!
Purity!
Try harder!
I can't heal you forever!
Crush! Dragon swarm!
Radiant blood! Here! Raging cascade! I'm out of ammo! What can we? Flash array! A whirling struggle! Outstanding form!
Dragon swarm!
Do it!
This one's all doubling! In an instant! Impact clock!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
So those thorns of Shion's, they're really a part of Rena's great spirit?
Most likely. But only a small fragment of it in the big picture. I don't sense a will of its own emanating from them.
If it's that insignificant, is there that much point getting rid of it?
Ignite!
Sleep now.
Shattering pieces!
Attack time!
Glacial Spear.
Eternal
Pierce
So you
into the
clamor for
flashing
my
parts
true
they're weak
power?
to.
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze Lancer! Thunder Blade!
He who prepares
Too much to handle.
This one's mine.
Eternal Devastation!
Radiant
Dragon
here.
Swarm!
Mind if I do?
reflect on that.
Try harder!
They
Waterfall!
Eternal Devastation! Keep charging us!
That's what my shield's for.
I'll be
Get
saving
behind
this
me.
one.
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Dragon Swarm!
Alright, it's showtime!
Hold nothing back! Dragon Swarm! Any more of this and I'll burn out!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! My
Lightning
turn!
to death!
Dragon
Thunder
Swarm!
Blade!
Crush!
Heaven and earth!
Dragon Swarm!
Back into the
Spirit
fire!
in the soil.
Mega Ray!
No further!
Radiant look here!
Crush!
Light Astral Mist!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Eternal Devastation!
Radiant look here!
Crush!
A whirling struggle!
Ignite!
Winds of heaven!
Dragon
Burst
Swarm!
forth! Anything in order is
Bloody howling! Spirit of
Eternal
Venus, sorry to trouble you.
Dragon Swarm!
I'll be saving this one! This one's mine!
Such unadulterated fury.
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you! Hold on to your art! Here I come!
Crush!
Now or never.
Dragon Swarm!
Rending you apart.
I never miss!
Bloody howling.
Divine
No
Raven
further.
Sword!
Yearns to be
The
let
water
free!
and creation!
Dragon Swarm!
Dance, immortal
Eternal
droplet!
Devastation!
Now you see what I can do! Negative
Tidal
gate!
wave!
Dragon Swarm!
Rending you apart!
Mega Ray!
Dragon Swarm! Double leap! In an instant! Impact Block! Hey, I'm pretty lucky. An opponent like this should be easy. Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
Radiant, look here! Spread! A whirling... Take now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Glacial Spear!
Pierce Eagle!
Try harder!
Freeze Lancer!
None
Light
can
Astral
do you. Dragon
Waters of
Swarm!
Creation! Dance, immortal droplet! Tidal wave!
Anything in armor is all mine!
You picked the wrong fight!
Not a trick! Oh, sparkling stars of light!
Dragon
Rain
Swarm!
down and purify all! Explosion!
Penumbra!
Burning!
That move!
Here comes the big one!
Far beyond the darkest sky!
Dragon Swarm!
I call upon thee!
Dragon Swarm!
No dawn shall break this night.
Eternal Devastation!
Shooting star! No more playing night!
Crush!
The waters of
Dragon
creation!
Swarm!
Reload!
Can't get out of this.
This one's all mine! Double leap! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed
Swarm!
waltz.
swarm!
Can you take it? I'll grind you into dust!
Eternal devastation! Dragon swarm!
On your knees.
It looks like you've got this one covered. I can handle
Can you take it?
Burning strike! Holy land!
Dragon swarm! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! I can feel my power growing!
This'll make us even more formidable.
An opponent like this should be easy.
The waters of creation! Vanish without a
Eternal
trace!
devastation! Crush!
You're being targeted.
Eternal devastation! Dragon swarm!
Tough field! Don't mind if I do!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly! Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
Dragon swarm!
No complaints here.
Explosion! The waters of
Take
creation!
this.
Eternal devastation! You're mine!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Not a
The
chance!
waters of creation!
I'm not done!
Lunar Dancing!
This engulfs you.
Dragon swarm!
In here!
Soaring blast. Armor won't save you.
Lunar
Experience
Dancing!
this.
Tucked away!
Tornado
Delta
drive.
Aqua!
Dragon
Raging
swarm!
Power of fire! It's
Crush!
showtime! Tunnel!
Eternal
Like
devastation!
Astral
Try
Energy!
harder!
Malevolent!
Dragon
Here
swarm!
goes! Spread! I never miss! It looks like you've got this one covered!
This one's all mine!
Searing flame!
You picked the wrong fight! Dragon swarm!
Raging cascade!
Okay, here I go!
Thanks, Shion.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Eternal devastation! Crush! Dragon swarm!
Pierce evil! Freeze lancer!
Eternal devastation! Crush!
I'm ready.
No! Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade.
Not a
Hear
chance!
my call!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Elusive deity. Rotating pile driver.
Eternal
Tornado
devastation!
Lunar Living Orb!
Seismic rupture.
Light Astral! Illuminate the top!
A thrilling performance.
I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart. I found some... some equipment.
let me take a look at it.
I bet that one could give me a decent work.
The sword-wielding Zugel?
And not just one, but four!
It thinks 2 extra hands is enough to beat me. It's sorely mistaken!
Let's just focus on what's important.
Thrilling performance.
Photon blast! Raging cascade!
Huh? You picked the wrong fight!
Regenerate!
I owe you one.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Now I can let loose.
You must be tired of killing me.
I'm merely doing what I can to help.
Glad you're on us, Dopamine.
Far enough!
Dragon Swarm!
Can you take it?
Lunar corruption! Nano chance!
Elusive deity!
Lightning annihilation!
Carve through all! Thank you! You're mine!
Thunderblade!
In a bind?
A chain between heaven and earth!
I'm ready!
A wailing bounty of light! Astral energy!
Say no more! Dragon Swarm!
Seismic Rupture!
That'll bring you down! Dance in the wind! There you go! Don't let up!
Dragon Swarm!
The waters of creation!
Eternal devastation! It's wide open!
It won't escape me!
We've got him on the run!
Stand up, get cocky!
No further! Still anyone's fight!
Annihilation! Lightning
Eternal
condemned!
devastation! Dragon Swarm!
I can carve through all!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, last one!
You picked the wrong fight! Stardust!
Thunder field!
Everlasting
He's going all out!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
It got rid of the thorns!
Looks like I won after all!
Except it doesn't look like that thing's finished yet. Not by a long shot.
Dragon Swarm!
Hear my call!
Crush!
Razor Cyclone! Burning Strike!
Crush!
Take this! No further! I'm ready!
Amazing.
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
A whirling
Dragon
swirl.
Swarm!
You into dust!
Wind
Dragon Swarm!
Force!
Eternal devastation! Crush!
Here!
I can carve through all the ground!
Get on in there with the
Sonic
others!
Spear!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Dragon Swarm!
One more!
Crush!
Freeze laser!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
They really made us work for that one. This'll be a delicious piece of cake.
It's on!
Elusive deity!
Sweet now.
Nothing is by me!
More for the stockpile.
Dragon Swarm!
Searing flame.
I'm ready!
Come on!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
Take this!
Hear my call.
Begin!
Dragon Swarm!
Glacial
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it!
I'm
I'll
ready!
leave it to you! In an instant! Impact Block!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Ready and rarely!
Dragon Swarm! Eternal devastation!
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down! Dragon Swarm! Eternal devastation!
Elusive deity! I can carve through armor! Hitting pile driver!
Dragon swarm!
Here!
I owe you
Can't
one.
get out of this!
I'll be saving this one!
Dragon swarm!
It's weakened! Your dreams!
This ends now!
Dance on the wind!
Thunder field!
Dragon swarm!
By the power of Lightning Blade! There you go! Don't let up!
No escape!
Magic bring you down!
You're mine!
Field!
Crush!
Stalagmite!
I'll be fighting
handle it!
Dragon swarm!
Lunar corruption!
Penumbra! Rotating pile driver!
Eternal devastation!
Now!
No!
Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade!
I'm
My
ready
turn!
to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
Dragon swarm! Ignite!
A chain between heaven and earth.
Eternal
A
devastation!
wailing Gangia lightning.
Dragon swarm!
Divine savior! Dance in the
No
wind!
further!
Got it!
Dragon swarm!
Now's our chance!
Fluidity of your movements are
Into
simply
the shadows! Winds of heaven! Burn forth by the power of flame!
Here I come!
In the soil! Awaken and wreak havoc!
Merciful
death.
Raging
Dragon
Dragon!
swarm!
Burning!
I'm ready!
Bring up!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
This'll make us... It's even more formidable.
I won't forgive you! Hold on to your art.
Stay calm.
Here I
I shall
come!
provide assistance.
Thunder beam confiscated!
Captivity! Penumbra!
Crush!
Raging storm!
Eternal
Explosion!
devastation!
One at a
Dragon
time!
pit
Don't
down!
feel burning!
Exploit the enemy's
Don't
weakness.
let us go!
You picked the wrong
Now's our
fight!
chance!
Dragon
My
swarm!
astral purge malevolence! Magic is
Penumbra!
in here!
Armor won't save you! Hitting pile driver!
Dragon swarm!
I'll be saving this one! Dance in the wind!
Eternal devastation!
Now!
Doubling! In an instant!
Impact block! To achieve such harmony,
Takes a singular will.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Everything okay there, big guy? You look kinda pissed.
I'll say. He looks like he wants to bite the head off something.
What's eating at you? Come on, Alphen. You're gonna bring us all down if you keep that ferocious scowl on.
Oh, sorry. Do I really look that ticked off?
Yeah, it kinda makes you hard to talk to. So, what's bothering you?
It's a pebble.
A pebble?
Snuck its way into the back of my boot. I can't seem to get rid of it.
Oh, I totally get you. Weird how much it can get on your nerves, huh?
Yeah, it's barely bigger than a grain of sand. So how come it feels like I'm walking around on hot nails?
You know, maybe this is a crazy solution, but you could just take your boot off and give it a shake.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, of course. You're right. Phew. It's like I've been given a new lease on life. Thanks for the tip, Xion.
Seemed kind of obvious, but you're welcome? That's the trouble with windy places. All that fine debris ends up getting into your hair and clothes.
Alphen, is it just me, or have you become extra sensitive ever since getting your sense of pain back?
Now that you mention it, the other night at camp, there was a fly buzzing around that annoyed him so much, he unsheathed the blazing sword.
So much for sensitive. That's just being a Mr. Cranky Pants.
Nothing new on that front, then.
What's the matter, Alphen? You look a little tense.
It's nothing, really.
He wants to get angry, but knows that doing so would only prove our point. Hence the building frustration showing plainly on his face.
Would you stop analyzing things for 1 minute?
Point taken.
I'm impressed how well balanced. This thing is.
I'd like to check their wares, if you don't mind.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Dead end, huh?
Why don't we just use this?
Wait!
Jeez! Don't scare me like that! What, is there something wrong with it?
No, it's not that. It's just... this is it. Whatever it is, we're about to find out.
It's the moment of truth. There's no turning back now till we've won. Either we get through this, or we vanish along with the rest of the world as we know it. Is everyone ready?
We've come this far. I'm not about to turn tail now. I say we knock this thing out and head back home.
It's time to relegate the past to where it belongs. It's been a long journey getting here, but it ends now.
No, this isn't the end. Once we've overthrown the old order, there's still the task of creating a new world.
A world without divisions, where no one cares whether you're Danon or Renan, or if you have magic or not. You're right. We have to win this.
Let's get going then. After all, our future awaits.
Our future, one free of tyranny and exploitation. For the freedom to live with those we hold dear, and for a new era. Let's go! Hold on. Are we on that giant flower?
We're finally here then.
But then, where is the core of the Great Spirit? Or the Renaissance, for that matter.
According to Hevrek 35, this should be where we find the core.
Rinwell, do you sense anything?
This is definitely where the energy of the Great Spirit is strongest, but what's giving off the most energy is the flower we're standing on.
That said, we're not gonna be able to destroy something this huge. You want me to hit it and see what happens?
Hey, look!
Renis Alma!
Is that like Dana's astral energy? But why?
What?
Stay sharp! Something's coming!
What is this?
It wants us gone. It has so much anger. All of its fear has evolved into hatred.
So then, you're saying that this is the Great Spirit's core?
And in order to fight us, it's taken on this form?
My thorns. I feel them whirling inside me. They're getting restless. I'm certain of it. This is the source of my thorns and of my visions. This is the darkness that will consume all existence.
What do we do now? The Renis Alma's inside that thing. And I don't think we'll win this fight without it.
We have to get it back.
We will find a way somehow!
Agreed. And now that it has a physical form, cutting through it's what we'll do.
Great Spirit, I understand you want to live. You've made that very clear. However, if you're planning on destroying everything, then first,
You'll have to get through us! Everyone, let's go!
We're not energy for you to consume, and we're not puppets for you to control!
Only humankind has a right to determine their own future. We will never let something like you take that away from us.
I'm sorry, but we won't let you take any more away from us. We'll do whatever it takes to stop you.
I fight to quell the sounds of anguish from our world, that it may be filled with joy and peace once again.
Give it back. Give it all back. Give us back our world and give me back my own life.
Once and for all, we are going to end centuries of terror and death. Right here, right now. Dragon Form!
It looks like you got this one covered. There. How's
The
this?
turtle-
Now you see what I can do!
Rain down and keep us field.
Far enough!
Now we're not.
Power of flame. Finish without a trace.
Benediction light.
Eternal devastation!
In a vine?
They're not playing around. Burning crush. Divine
Shine, radiant light, boost
Now.
of regeneration.
Totally! In an instant! Impact Cross!
I'm going to need to use
Here I
all
come, the
power of
flaming
God
eye.
to accomplish this.
Regenerate.
Illuminate the dark.
Dragon Form!
Holy
Now,
Red.
let loose!
I'm in your deck, don't worry.
Then tonight's meal is on you.
Wailing
Here
Fury
goes.
of lightning. Mega Red. Divine
Ignite!
The waters of creation.
What in the world is this round thing?
Dance in
An
water
attack.
droplets.
Is this a Lord's handiwork?
I'm past being surprised.
I say we destroy it, and quick! You may be strong, but I'll never back down!
Ready.
Eternal devastation!
I never miss.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Dragon
Perhaps
Form!
now isn't the time?
I really don't.
I can handle it!
Take this.
Water astral energy.
Dragon Form!
Benediction light.
Your arts are really incredible.
It's thanks to
Stay
you I
calm.
can use them.
I shall
I
provide
promise
assistance.
I'll always be here.
I can't imagine what we'd do without you, Renwell.
Who, me? That's a little much, don't you think?
I'm serious. You're a lifesaver.
Dragon Form!
You must be tired of hearing me.
They're not
I'm merely
playing
doing
around.
what I can.
Dragon
Glad you're on us. You're cool.
Eternal devastation!
My weary companion.
Thunder field.
Dragon Form! Dragon Form!
Armor won't save you!
Denied!
Mega Ray. ready! Lightning orb! Raging cascade! Here's evil! Fresh! The waters of creation, sir!
Let me
Dance immortal droplet! Fire away! Magic advance! Reload!
You're mine! Strike! Dragon Swarm!
Purge malevolence! Magic advance!
Dragon Swarm! Okay, here I go.
A whirling struggle!
Not a
I owe
chance.
you, Sion.
Dragon
Healing is
Swarm!
what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
I'm ready!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
After all that, it's still standing. Just how strong is this thing?
It doesn't matter. Just have to keep kicking its ass until it bites the dust.
The Great Spirits!
Damn, must have been conserving its energy for an escape.
That bastard took off with the Renis Alma!
We can't stand here and wait for it to come back. We'll have to follow it through there.
You're right. I don't like it, but we've got no choice.
Yeah. No matter what, we can't let it get away.
All right, let's go.
I'm surprised we can stand here at all. What in the hell is this place?
Beats me. I've never seen anything like it. More importantly, where's the Great Spirit?
Look! Over there!
What in the world? It's changing shape?
Oh, this is bad. It looks like it's regaining all of its energy. It's going to grow even bigger than before.
Damn it. Come on, we've got to find a way to...
Watch out! Something's heading our way!
Guess they're here to try to stop us. There's so many of them.
That means we've got it running scared. Let's take these out and keep moving!
Get out of our way already!
I didn't expect such base tactics from a supreme being.
You can't assume we're fighting something that thinks like a human!
Whatever it is, it's wasting time that we don't have.
Yeah, not only that, but that thing is getting bigger by the minute.
It's starting to slow down the more it grows. We should be able to catch up soon enough.
We just need to hold on. Stay strong, everyone, and stand your ground!
Where are you going?
Take this! Dragon Swarm! It's on!
Tidal Wave! Blah, blah, blah.
Eternal Devil! Dragon Swarm!
Lunar Corruption! Saving this one! This one's mine!
Eternal
Annihilation!
Devastation! Dragon
Healing
Swarm!
Ray! More lightning!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Raging Cascade!
Regenerate!
Please
Allow me to
now.
help you.
Eternal
I'll
Devastation!
be ready to
Allow me
I
to help
never
you.
miss!
Dragon Swarm!
Blah, blah, blah,
From the
blah.
soil.
You picked the wrong
Awaken and
fight!
wreak havoc.
Holy land!
Take this!
I can do this all
I'm not
day!
done!
By the power of flame!
Prepare to be
Vanish
seized.
without a trace!
Eternal Devastation!
Divine
Dragon
In a
Swarm!
vine?
Blah, blah, blah. Huh. Air thrust!
Dragon
Mega ray
Swarm!
between heaven and earth. You get the gist. Confiscated! Lunar Corruption!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Lightning Orb!
Dragon
Photon
Swarm!
Blast! The waters of creation!
Nothing gets by me.
Dance immortal
Eternal
droplet!
Heal my weary
Devastation! Dragon
companion.
Swarm!
Tidal Wave!
Cure.
Water,
No art
hear
is
my
being
call!
interrupted.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Shining Supernova!
Dragon
Catapult.
Raging
Dragon Swarm!
Cascade! Escape now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
The waters
Now!
of creation!
Here I
Healing
come!
wall!
Hurricane
Dance
Blast!
immortal droplet!
Tear!
Healing circle!
I owe you one.
Do it!
Grimma!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
We're going to crash!
We caught up to it!
Hold on. Why did it stop absorbing the energy from Dana?
Like it or not, it lacks the means to do so whilst fighting us. We've become the bigger threat and forced its hand.
All right then. Let's get to work so we can take back the Renis Alma.
This madness ends! Right here, right now! And this time, we really mean it!
We've all come so far. We've faced so much. We can get through this. Together!
Naturally, we are all leaving this fight alive.
Hell, I'm just getting warmed up. You ain't seen nothing yet.
The Great Spirit's getting desperate. So stay on your toes, everyone.
Dragon Force! This one's mine! Air thrust! Masterful!
Over won't save you.
Rending you apart!
Waters of radiance!
Its power is overwhelming!
Then let's whittle down that thing's power.
You and me!
From here on out! We did it! Air thrust!
Far enough! Dragon Force!
Amazing! All that astral energy!
I don't like the look of this.
We have to stop it! It's back!
Light astral energy!
Dragon Force!
Water! Sleep now!
Elusive deity!
I'm not done!
Dating pile driver!
Not
Yo, Halim!
No more dithering!
Our future begins here!
Always impressive.
I guess that makes two of us then.
Glacial spear!
Now all that's left is the middle!
Let's do it!
Eternal devastation!
Wind astral energy!
Dragon far enough!
Searing
A whirling struggle.
Confiscated! This is it!
Crush!
Far beyond the darkest
Dragon
cloud!
ready and ready!
Upon thee! Lunar corruption!
Elusive deity!
Lunar blast!
Rotating
Center
pile
to the
driver!
brain!
All mine!
Star! A chain between
You
heaven
picked
and
the
earth!
wrong fight! Dragon Swarm!
Here, let me help! I'll heal you
Try
all!
harder! It's too much!
It's the wind! Air thrust!
Instinct!
Here, let me help!
Dragon Swarm!
All disasters, this one's mine! Come forth, the healing
Eternal
security!
devastation!
I'll heal you all!
Can't get out of this!
Dragon Swarm!
Healing
On the
circle!
soil.
Awaken and
This
wreak
one's all mine!
Water
Thanks!
astral energy! Lightning! Raging cascade!
Nothing gets by me! Every cheer!
This is it!
This ends now!
Alphen!
Yeah! We're both fine. We're going to start the ceremony now, before it can recover. Shion.
Yeah.
I've returned, just as I told you I would.
Hurry! The Great Spirit is reviving itself!
Sion! Absorbing the Great Spirit!
Apologies. I can't suppress it for very long.
Hand it over right now. You plan to use this to defeat the Great Spirit. Which is precisely why I'm here. Stand aside and watch. So that you know how to destroy the Great Spirit. Just as well as you and your sorry lot. The Great Spirit that tried to control me will be annihilated. I won't let you do that! Yet do it I shall. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. You bastard! I shall fulfill my duty as a ruler. With this power, I'll bury that woman and the Great Spirit. Then this charade will finally end. Save everyone. And Sion! Silence. I'll tear you apart, slay the girl and the Great Spirit, and erect a fortress of death over both worlds.
What do you get from all this? When you have all that power, what will you do?
My dominion shall reign over all existence. Nothing else matters.
That's it? This is so you can rule over all existence just because?
Despicable as they were, even the other lords, even the Great Spirit had a future in mind. But you had nothing. Only death. So what? It matters little to me. You are pathetic. Truly pathetic. And you're not. You are a failure. Empty. A sovereign who couldn't even die in his own time as he was meant to. You're right. I used to wonder why I was still alive after so long.
You control others to keep from being controlled, but that's a path of never-ending hatred. Don't you understand? It can only end in destruction. The only way to avoid it is with forgiveness! The words of a coward. Your weakness disgusts me. You're wrong. It takes true power to forgive! I have no use for forgiveness. The strong shall always triumph here.
You say that because you've been alone so long. If you had someone, anyone to turn to, a single friend, someone to love, people who would support and guide you can't have been alone your whole life. All I remember is the lashes and whips. Each strike spreading a skein of fire across my back. The masters who killed slaves for sport. And the slaves who sacrificed their compatriots that they might live. There is no love, no friendship, not there or anywhere else. Is there no way for you to see this differently? Enough! You gamble the fate of this world to save a single life, and yet I am the evil one? How utterly ridiculous. It's true. Maybe it is selfish of me to want to save her, but I swore that I would let no one else be sacrificed in this battle. I can't bear to see her die. You and I are so much more alike than I had ever imagined. No, we're not. I want a world built on kindness, on giving, on warmth. You take and destroy. I'm nothing like you. Inferno Torrent! It's over!
You are the last obstacle impeding my progress! Die! That's my line! I'll show you the limits of your solitude!
What you've done is evil. There's no denying that. I know you didn't walk your path out of weakness, but merely from misguided strength. Misguided because you were alone. Because you had no friends to keep you on the straight and narrow. No one to use all that strength for, other than yourself. That loneliness could make a monster out of anyone. Out of me. I understand. And I forgive you, Volrun. I don't need your victor's pity. And you can choke on your vain forgiveness. Don't! You wish to save this world? To make your selfish dreams into reality? If you choose to walk that path, you choose a path of betrayal, despair, and corruption. And in the darkness at the end, I'll be waiting for you! Volrun! I'm sorry. The Renaissance is...
Yes. But you still possess the blazing sword. It may not be quite as strong as the Renaissance, but nonetheless...
I can't! I would never! It would kill you!
My thorns, they're... Soon the great Astral Spirit will break free. And when that happens, no one will be spared. But there's still time. You can still destroy the thorns. And me with them.
But that's exactly what we've been fighting to prevent. I promised I would find a way to save you.
You did. I know. But I don't want you to die either. So please, don't let me be the end of the world.
That's it. Look! The path Dana's energy flowed through is still open. We can use it to call out to Dana's will!
Alphen, what are you saying?
Don't you remember? Rinwell said there was a little bit of Dana's will inside all of us. If there is a way everyone can come together to form Dana's will, then maybe we can ask for it to help us, to find us a way out of this.
Are you really saying that if all of Dana thinks of saving us, it will become the will of the planet itself? That's madness.
Maybe so, but it's the only way we can save you. And the only way to save Rena, too.
To save Rena?
That's right. Rena's will never had evil intent. If we're saving everyone, that includes them. I don't want to live in a world without you, Xion. And I'm tired of living a life built on death.
Alphen, I'm with you.
Collective will of Dana, hear my plea! I want to save Xion! And I want to save Rena too! I want to end this cycle of one joy, constantly being sacrificed for another's pain! So please, grant us your strength! Let's go! I want to feel your hand right now. You are the place, my only home. Just like he